Today, we're diving into the world of Jelly Dreams.
Ooh, interesting.
Right, a live 2D rigger and developer who's, well, they've really been making waves.
I've seen their work. Super talented.
Yeah, we've got a ton of sources, actually. Their website, Twitter, Ko-Fi shop,
Oh, nice.
even some stuff from Reddit and DeviantArt. It seems like Jelly Dreams is all over the place.
Lovely creator.
So what jumps out at you first looking at all this?
Honestly, the blend of art and tech, I mean, they're obviously skilled, but there's a real passion there. Like, they want to bring ideas to life and constantly push the limits of what Lev 2D can do.
I see that. And speaking of pushing limits, we have to talk about their VTS full-body tracking plugin.
Yeah, right. Game changer.
It lets VTubers use just a camera for full-body motion capture. That's huge.
Huge EE. It bypasses all those expensive setups, opens things up for so many more creators.
And it's still in alpha. We're seeing this tech so early.
Super exciting to see where it goes. Even now, it's clear how much potential it has.
What are your initial thoughts on it?
Well, the accessibility alone. This could totally democratize full-body tracking. Smaller streamers, independent creators, they could all make incredible content.
Totally.
And the detail. It captures everything. Fingers, feet, it's all there. So much nuance and expression.
It's amazing. It really is. And they have a way of showing it off that's just fun.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that Twitter video, squish your boobs using your elbows?
I mean, you can't forget something like that.
Hilarious, but also it shows you exactly what the plugin can do.
Exactly. It's not just tech. They make it an experience.
Totally. And that kind of leads into their commissions. They do live 2D rigging for all sorts of things. VTubers, obviously, but characters, mascots.
Oh, yeah, even PTS pets.
PTS pets. Hold on. Now I have to know. That's like a little companion on your screen that reacts to your voice.
Yep. Imagine a cute little creature that moves and emotes along with your text-to-speech. Super fun.
And wait, they mentioned something called vitamin scripts.
Oh, right. Those are cool. Think of them like power-ups for your model.
Like, what do they do?
All sorts of things. They can add dynamic clothing physics, interactive accessories, even custom triggers that react to stuff happening in your stream.
So it's like giving your Love 2D model its own personality almost.
Exactly. It's pretty amazing.
It sounds like they're really giving their clients the tools to make something unique. So we've talked about the plugin, the commissions, but they also have personal projects, don't they?
Tons. They love exploring new ideas, pushing live 2D as far as it can go.
I want to hear about these. What kind of stuff are they doing?
Well, one that really caught my eye was their live 2D cursor pet.
A cursor pet. What?
Yeah. It's this tiny animated character that follows your mouse.
That's adorable. Like something out of an anime. I love that. Blending creativity and skill like that.
They love collaborating, bringing other people's visions to life.
It seems like a big part of what they do.
Definitely. They're even looking for live 2D artists to partner with all the time. New assets, full-body rigging, even those vitamin scripts.
They're really open to collaboration.
It's great. You don't see that often.
Do you think that's part of why they're so successful?
I think it plays a big role. They're sharing knowledge, resources, pushing the whole live 2D community forward.
And that attracts talent. People want to be part of that.
Exactly.
Okay, one last thing before we move on. What about the AI stuff they're doing?
Oh, that's fascinating. AI-generated music, starting soon screens. They're using tools like Flux AI and Runway Gen 3. It's like they're embracing this whole new world.
It seems like they're using AI to unlock even more creativity.
Absolutely. And they're not keeping it to themselves either. They share their whole workflow for generating AI images and rigging them on Reddit.
So generous. They really want to help others learn and grow.
It's impressive.
I'm seeing a pattern here, this generosity, this drive to share knowledge and help others.
Me too. It seems like a key part of who they are.
So we've just scratched the surface of Jelly Dreams, but what surprises you the most so far?
I'd have to say just how much they do. The range of their skills and interests, it's incredible.
A true polymath.
And their drive to learn, it's contagious. It makes me want to go out and learn something new too.
Same here. Well, for everyone listening, stay tuned because talking about how all of this impacts the world of VTubing.
The future of virtual content creation.
Yeah, we've seen their skills, the projects, but why does this matter? Why Jelly Dreams?
You know, they really represent this new kind of creator, someone who blends tech and art so well, and they use that to build a community. It's not just content, it's a movement.
And that's happening at such an interesting time. VTubing is exploding right now. It's not just gaming anymore, it's mainstream.
It really is.
Talk shows, music, even virtual concerts. It's like this whole new way to express yourself.
And Jelly Dreams is right there on the cutting edge, pushing what's possible.
Their plugin, the VTS full body tracking, it's the perfect example. Right now, full body capture, it's so limited to people with expensive setups.
You need a whole studio, practically.
But this plugin could change everything. Anyone with a camera, a live 2D model, they could have access to that level of motion capture.
Imagine the impact. More dynamic VTubers, better content.
Intricate dances, elaborate skits. You could even have virtual theater.
It's mind-blowing. And it's about empowering creators, giving them the tools to make their visions real.
And as AI gets better, the possibilities just get bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine AI that helps create animations, write storylines, even real-time translation for VTuber performances.
We're on the edge of something huge. A creative renaissance, almost. And Jelly Dreams is helping to lead the way.
Shaping the future of entertainment. It's really incredible. But shifting gears a bit, what about the community aspect? We talked about how generous they are.
Oh, absolutely. It really stands out.
Those free assets on Ko-Fi, the emergency hug model, things like that. It shows they want to give back, create a supportive space.
You don't always see that online. Things can get competitive, but they seem to get it. Helping others succeed helps everyone.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's vital. That attitude attracts talent. People want to be part of something positive.
It's like they're building an ecosystem.
Yeah.
Everyone working together.
Exactly. It's more than just a following. It's a whole movement.
Driven by passion. Pushing live 2D further. Okay, out of everything we've seen, what stands out the most to you?
That's tough. But I have to say, their dedication to both the art and the tech of live 2D, it's rare.
They're constantly learning, pushing themselves. It's inspiring.
They could just focus on one thing, rigging or development, but they want to master it all.
A true lifelong learner. That's a powerful message.
Definitely. But before we move on, let's zoom out a bit. Look at the bigger picture.
Okay, I'm listening.
We talked about VTubing, but I think Jelly Dreams' work goes beyond that. Think about it. Virtual worlds, augmented reality, AI content. The lines are blurring.
Between the physical and digital?
Right. And they're at the forefront of that, building bridges between those worlds.
So it's not just content for virtual spaces. It's about how we interact with them, how we express ourselves, how we connect.
Exactly. They're helping to shape a future where those experiences are part of our everyday lives.
Wow, that's big. What's the most exciting thing you see happening with this technology?
Personalized storytelling. Interactive stories in these immersive virtual worlds.
You could be a character, make choices that affect the story, connect with others in totally new ways.
Like a choose-your-own-adventure, but with infinite possibilities.
And Jelly Dreams is giving creators the tools to build that.
It's really an incredible time to be watching this all unfold. And it shows that anyone can make a difference.
One person, one idea, it can change the course of technology and culture.
So before our final thoughts, I want you to think about something. Imagine you had all the tools and tech that Jelly Dreams is building. What would you create?
What's your story? What kind of community would you bring together?
It really highlights the power we all have now. The future of these virtual experiences, it's in our hands.
The possibilities are endless. And Jelly Dreams is showing us that the future of creativity is about collaboration, inclusion, and pushing the boundaries of what we think is possible.
Now, as we head into the final part of our deep dives, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned and really think about what this means for the future.
The future of content creation. It's exciting. What a journey.
It really has been. We've covered so much, their skills, their projects, the impact on VTubing, even what it all means for virtual experiences in general.
But now for the big question, so what? Why should all of this matter to anyone listening?
Because Jelly Dreams, they're not just a creator, they're like a symbol of this new ways.
Okay, I like that.
They're reshaping things. It's not just about making content, it's about community, collaboration. And they use technology in such a smart way to empower others.
Like a blueprint for how online creativity could be.
Exactly. And it goes beyond VTubing. Virtual worlds, augmented reality, it's all growing so fast. And Jelly Dreams is right there, helping to build that future.
Imagine it. Virtual concerts, exploring other planets from home, working together in these crazy digital spaces.
So many possibilities for connecting with people, being creative, coming up with new ideas.
And it all starts with someone like Jelly Dreams, making the tools, building the community.
It shows you that technology, it can be a force for good, for expression, for human connection.
They're proving that we can shape the future of tech, make it something positive.
Absolutely. So, as we wrap up, I want to turn things back to you, the listener.
All right, what have you got?
We've seen what Jelly Dreams is doing, the amazing things that are possible with Live 2D, AI, these online communities. So what will you do?
What story are you going to tell? What will you create?
That's the challenge. And the beauty of it, we all have the power to build the future we want to see.
It's been an amazing deep dive. I hope everyone listening feels inspired, ready to jump into Life 2D and just create.
Me too. Jelly Dreams shows us what can happen when you're passionate, when you collaborate, when you're not afraid to try new things.
Thank you all for joining us on this journey, exploring the world of Jelly Dreams.
Until next time, keep creating. Keep pushing the boundaries. We can't wait to see what you come up with.